Hello, my stitchy friends. Hello, my stitchy friends. This is Busymomstitcher here with you, and today I am stitching on this piece. It's called Quick Stitch Sleep Time, and it's by Ciro Marchetti, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. So if you're hopping on, say hello. So today, yeah, we're going to be starting on this piece, and you can see where I was at the last time I worked on this. We are actually we're gonna work on this dog's head right now. Maybe we'll get to his nose, a little bit of his nose. So this is where I am right currently. This is my saga. This is how big this piece is. And so, yeah, let me minimize this. And put that in the corner. What's everyone stitching on tonight? Okay. Let me get situated, get Saga looking good on the screen. Hello, Alyssa. How are you tonight? Hello, Ruth. Welcome, 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 everyone. If you're new to this channel, my name is Busymomstitcher here on YouTube. My name is Dawn, and this is my my life stitch with me. And this piece is it's actually called Quick Stitch Sleep Time. And it's by Ciro Marchetti, charted by Heaven Earth Designs. So let's get started. I'm going to start in this box down here, and we'll see. Hello, Janine. We'll see how far we get. But I think I'm going to actually reduce this box on my saga. I think I just want to get these park threads in first. So, there we go. Alright, so we're going to start off with our first color, which is going to be 918. Janine's, well, you have a lot done in this. This one is one of my older whips, and I want to say, I don't remember what year this is. I think this is a 23 start. So this actually is on a 14 count Ada, graded Ada. And I'm doing 2 strands tonight. So I thought I'd change it up on my video. Instead of doing a 20 count, I try to do a 14 count. So yes, this is a 14 count. And the dog is looking gorgeous. So Yogi is doing this one, but she has the super max or super size. So she has all the details. This is just like the bottom part of that chart. It just has the dog and the cat and the fox. I think that's the cutest part of it all. So really, I can't wait to get to the fox, but it'll be a while before I get to the fox. Hi, Suki. Okay, and then I gotta do one more thing because I have been changing how I highlight my colors. There we go. Okay, I think I'm ready now. Let me know in the chat what you're stitching. Again, don't forget to hit that like button or afterwards hype. Any of that stuff. It's free and it actually helps my channel. I also, in the description below, I have started doing Buy Me a Coffee. That is in there if you like to support the channel. I'm not sure if I'll do a membership ever right now. I just don't know. I'm gonna redo this. I can't decide how many boxes I want to go on. We're gonna do 3. Okay. And can we see okay? I think we can see okay. Yeah. How many stitches does this chart have? Let me see. This chart has 89,500. Oh, no, it doesn't. I'm sorry. That's how many is still left. This chart has 94,500. And I am actually at a 5.29%. I mean, for a quick stitch, I think the dog is turning out very good. I mean, I don't, and this is a 14 count, so sometimes a 14 count I feel like could pixel it out a little bit, but I kind of like how it looks. I mean, I love stitching on it, but it just doesn't come around as much often, but that's my struggle right now is that's not even where them go. Okay, here we go again. I think I'm going to be frogging a lot. These aren't in there. I put that up too high. And I don't really care for either one. And then one day I tried 20 count and I absolutely love 20 count. So it's either 14 or 20 count now. I have the ones that I did start on 14 count that are full coverage. It was a lot of stitches so beautiful patterns. I actually have UFO'd them. And I think I actually got rid of the fabric too. Hi, Becca. How are you? Okay, and then we're going to go over here. Next color is 347. I'm really loving 20 count. I'm starting more and more on that. Yeah, I really love it. Today I had some downtime at work, so I decided to try out Cross Stitch Meadows spreadsheet. Oh no, my phone's ringing. I hope we don't get disconnected. Okay, I hope we didn't get disconnected. If we did, let me know. Ugh. Do I look blurry to you guys? Hmm. We will end this. Usually when I do a 14 count, I actually flip the back over, but I'm not going to be able to because so we'll just pin it. Okay, so not blurry, but it's buffering a bit. And I wonder if it's because I just got a phone call. So hopefully it'll stop here in a minute. I should have hit the do not disturb button on my phone. So a lot of times, I don't know if anyone else is like this, but all day long, I probably get about 30 calls, and it's someone asking me, saying I applied for a loan, and then I'm pre-approved. Did I ever? Nope. One, two. I never applied for a loan. Hmm. And they don't stop calling. I probably have 100 or more block calls from them. Janine says, but they want you to think so. Well, yeah, they can think all they want, but uh, you would think after a while they'd be like, oh, this person doesn't want to answer, so let's give up on her. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. This next color is 434. Okay, so I think I was talking about it until my phone interrupted. So today at work, I worked on. So I went ahead and got Chris's cross stitch Mel's spreadsheet because I liked how he has each tab as the calendar instead of the calendar all on one sheet like it is on the rainbow. Um, I feel like then I'm not strolling at the bottom or top and I get lost to where I'm at. So I decided to try his out. And so far I'm liking it. I did put a couple of formulas of my own on it. Um, so when I do an updated on the following year, I can update some columns. But so I did that today. And when I did that, I don't have all of my cross stitch, but I have the ones that I want to do. Either I want to do or they're on hold. Hold means that I was gonna like, a lot of it is my non-full coverage I put on hold. And I was gonna like do them after I got done with so many every year. But when I was going through my list, I was like, oh, I forgot I had this and I want to stitch this. so now, so now I think I'm going to be updating my wheel and it's going to have more than 70 projects. It's going to have over 100, I think now. And a lot of it is non-full coverage because that's what I first started doing was non-full coverage. I only got into full coverage is when I found, I think it was, yeah, I found Leanne Small Town Stitches. I found her and she was stitching full coverage. And so that's when I started really. And to tell you the truth, I want to do just full coverage, but I do like the smaller pieces because then I feel like I might accomplish something because I'll never complete these. But at least with my non-full coverage, I do get completions. So, yeah, so today when I was doing that spreadsheet, I was like, oh, I have a lot of charts. How can I get more progress on one chart? And I really don't know how to do it. So so tomorrow I think I'm going to start doing this. I always change my plans, don't I? How many people change their plans? So I think tomorrow I'm going to start it and then on Monday I'll choose another one. But I think weekly I'm going to spend on Sundays when I do my videos with you guys, my weekly updates, I'm going to spin the wheel for one focus piece for the week. It could be non-full coverage or full coverage. And I'm going to do, because I kind of timed myself this morning, I think I can get 200 stitches in because I already got my 300 in another project this morning. So if I can get 200 in the morning, and then I can start another project in the afternoon. And that's what I was be doing before, but I was doing 3 different projects. I just don't want to switch a lot all the time. So, yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So, I'm going to try it tomorrow. And of course, I spun before I got on here because I wanted to get set up so I didn't have to get all that set up after this live. So I spun, and I am going to be doing a non-full coverage for the rest out till Sunday. Till Sunday, and it's called 2022 Halloween, I think, sampler. It's by Shannon Christine. So it's actually a very cute one. So that's what I'm gonna start doing, I think. Becca says your puppy looks amazing. Thank you. He does, doesn't he? With his threads on top of his head. Over 100. You're catching up with Janine, the caffeinated Jennifer, the caffeinated strengths. Okay, Janine, I actually have. So when I did my spreadsheet, I don't have so I have what I want to stitch in there or that are whips already that I haven't been stitching. So on my spreadsheet, I have a count for all that are listed, and there's actually let me see if I can't show you guys. I probably could though. So right now on the spreadsheet, I don't have everything. There is some non-full coverage that are on here because I don't have them. They're paper patterns, and I haven't even started them. But right now, my total projects started. They're either started, finished, in progress. I'm sorry. It's either finished projects, in progress, not started, or on hold. And so right now, my whole grand total that I have in the spreadsheet is 232 projects. That I have more than that projects. I have more than that patterns. Let's put it that way. I just didn't put them all on there. I don't know if I want to because there is some that I'll do if I see a free one, I usually get it and I just put it in my file. It doesn't mean I'm gonna stitch it. I just think maybe if I didn't get it, then I might regret it later down the road if I see someone stitching it. So I always put the free patterns in my filing system. And so I have 232 total projects on this spreadsheet. And I have 70 right now. I have 70 in progress, 107 to start. And so I was looking at that start. It says 107. And I thought, in 2027, I will be 50. So I think, Janine, if you want to go with me, I am thinking 50 new starts in 2027. What do you guys think? That'll be half of the new starts that are on my list. And then I can add more new starts because I have a whole shebang of stuff. Oh, I didn't want to do that. I have to undo that. I just want to fill these in. All right, let's go on to my next color, which is 3830. This is a little piece of We are the same age, Becca. Becca says, we are the same age. I'll be 50 in January. Yay! I will be 50 in April. So my children just turned 21 this year, and then next year I turn 50, and their friends actually turned 21. So that's going to be kind of exciting. And their birthdays, one of my son's best friend's birthday is before mine, and the other one is after mine. So that'll be actually fun. I don't know why I put that thread in there because I can only stitch one block. Janine says, I do 50 per whip because I don't like to switch every day. On new starts, I do 1,000 for my first session. That, I tried doing 50. I like to switch though. That's, and maybe that's maybe I shouldn't switch. I don't know. I like to switch every day and something new. Oh, stop. I can't. This one is 814. I'll be on a cruise in New Zealand. That sounds nice. Hi, sunshine. Um, I would love to go. I don't even know. I would just love to go anywhere, but I don't even know if I'll have time to take it from work. So maybe I'll just, I don't know. Janine says, I have 10 years on you. Yep, no way. I'm finishing anything, I'm sure. I'm not finished. I will. The only thing I'm gonna finish on is my non-full coverage. I believe there's a couple that are almost. Well, my 9 patches that I've been doing. They're quick finish. But oh yeah, none of my. I'll be lucky to even get to. I was thinking that today when I was stitching on this one I was stitching on, and I'm doing row by row now, and I'm thinking to myself, if I keep going row by row, I'll probably be dead before I see anything. Like come out. I don't know. That's why I like this one because see, you can see his little face. It's fun to stitch. And then you're like, well, what's going to come up next in this block? This should be his, well, this right here will be his nose. This is part of his eye, I think, still. And you can see the chair. I mean, yeah. So Janine, when you say you do 500, so do you you just stitch what you can that day, and then if you don't reach 500, you'll stitch let's say you only got to 300, you'll stitch 200 the next day, and then if you only get would you do you spin again then after you get that 500 done, or do you just keep it out? Janine said that's why you call out of work. Janine. Oh. Unfortunately, Janine, I have to. Well, if I don't have time, I have to get paid somehow. You see, I'm already struggling. I have to. I have to get paid, Janine. Next number is going to be 938. It's a brown. Yep, I average about 250 a day. And then after the 500, I spend for the next project. Okay. I think I'm going to try what I'm going to do for the next, till Sunday. And then see if I like it. Where I do a focus piece and do 200 a day on that focus piece. And then I'll switch up after I do the 200. Because that would, if I do that weekly, Monday through Sunday, that would give me 1,400, right? Did I calculate that right? 1,400 stitches a week on that one project. So that's what I was thinking, maybe. And then some of my non-full coverage definitely would speed up and get finished, probably. I was looking at my spreadsheet and I have stuff from 2023 and I'm like, this only has 500 stitches and I'm still not done with it. So Janine says I'm spoiled. I've been there. I get 6 weeks of vacation. So if I was still at where I was working before I got this job, I would probably have that much too. But I started this job after I left my job from previous after 27 years of that job. Um, so I don't, this is next year will be my first year I'll actually get an extra day of vacation. So yeah. And we only get one sick day a month, which I think since COVID hit, they should be giving us more than that. Just saying, just thinking. His next number is 3858. I think Janine's logic makes sense. Just skip work. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm going to, got a mess here then. I think I'm going to do this stitch right here. Not that one. Okay, I'm changing the color. 3772. I am very blessed to be a full-time creator. Well, maybe one day I will be a full-time creator. I don't know. I would love to retire now and then just be able to sew in that all day long, but that's my dream. I'll probably be 70 before I have to retire. Hello, Clara. It's all right if you're late. It's okay. Janine says, I would love to retire now too, but will probably work until I'm 72. Yeah, I told myself maybe if when I'm 55 that'd be in 6 years I could retire, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I have to get rid of the student loan before I can do that, I think. Okay, we're gonna do this one next. I'm trying to get these bottom ones and then I'm gonna do the rows of the thread. This number is 3862. Don't wish to retire too soon. I promise it's not all that it's cracked up to be. Melissa said, yeah, Melissa, you can stitch all day, every day. Yeah. I just want to retire so I can cross stitch, and I want to be able to sew and make projects. Believe me, I'll find something to do while I'm retired. I always told myself I needed extra money. I'm going to get a job that I enjoy, not a job that I have to have. Okay, that's not the right. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Hold on a minute. That's not the color. I'm over here. 1, 2. We're actually doing this one. Alyssa says, that's true, Janine. Sunshine says, Alyssa, so glad you can make it, laughing out loud. So I think I'm going to start. I'm trying to figure out a schedule for my YouTubes. So I have decided what I'm going to do. So on Sundays are going to be um, my weekly updates. So that's just going to be a video that's going to come out sometime on Sunday. I'm never getting times because I can't ever get it to write because I wasn't going to edit anymore. And now I'm going back to edit because I feel like it's more cleaner when it's edited. So that will be Sunday. Then Monday is going to be a short video. And I'm not sure, I don't really have a theme for Mondays yet. Then Tuesdays is going to be live. Wednesday is going to be Whip Wednesday, where I do a short video of one of my whips that I'm working on for that day. So if you want to comment or whatever when I post that, that'd be great. And then Thursday will be another live. Friday is going to be, and I'm hoping this works out. I'm going to test it tomorrow, hopefully. It's going to be Finish Friday. And I'm going to try to make a little short video of me finishing a project. And most of it will be non-full coverage. Because you see, I'm never going to get a full coverage done. I have a couple of non-full coverage that are in a box that I haven't fully finished. And the first one I'm going to do is a 9 patch. I think it's April's, and I just do a pillow on them. So if I can figure out my cameras and that will post tomorrow. If not, it'll probably post on Saturday then. And then Saturday I'll do another short. I'm not sure what I'll do. And then this color is already marked, I think. So yeah. And then my next Janine says, "How are you going to have the hot time for all that streaming?" Janine, so part of my streaming is part of hoping to get a little extra cash. So when I used to work 2 jobs, I used to work on Tuesdays and Thursdays and then the weekends. So I'm treating it as like my second job right now. So I'm going to make myself be able to stream. I get off at 4:30 every day. My job is not, I'm doing overtime now, but it's not, and I'm only doing overtime right now because I have a project that I'm trying to complete. But I don't usually have projects either. So I literally do payroll. So everything has to be done by a certain time all the time. So yeah, I never have overtime in my job. I'm putting that thread away. Why did I put that? Oh yeah, because these already. Because these are, I have them. You can't see what I'm pointing at. Okay, let's go to this next color. Oh, stop doing that. 3864. A year-end closeout. No, the project that I'm doing is not a really year-end closeout, but so I do payroll, and we have like a closeout date, and that's just to make sure all our entries are in, like timekeeping. So where I work, it's in a they have very old I guess application. I don't know if you want to say application, but old programs, and how we work, we can't. It's just weird. We can't. They can't do, like most places have sign in or time in sheets where you do on the computers and that. We don't have any of that. Ours is all manuals. So we have deadlines to do that, make sure everything's in the system and that, and then once it's in there, we have a couple days that are off. We have downtime. So yeah. All right. We're getting there. We're getting there. Getting these threads put in. Okay, we're going to go back to this over here and do these top ones. This is, I don't know why that keeps popping up like that. This one is 3830. I am going to butcher your name, but hello. And Janine says employees like to be paid on time. Yes, yes, they do. And believe me, I know. These threads are short. Hello, Ella. She's from Brazil. Welcome. Are you stitching tonight? Okay, we're gonna have to end this thread because it's very short. Is everyone stitching tonight? Alyssa says, "Oh, sorry, Dawn, I'm not stitching tonight. Just hanging out." Well, that's fine too. I sometimes don't always stitch when I'm watching someone on live, just because sometimes I do other things. Like last night, I sewed for a little bit. I'm not sure if I marked all of them that I needed to do. So we're just going to go on and go to this next color. So this one is 3772. I'm so sorry if you can hear my dog. My boyfriend's outside, so he thinks someone's out in our yard, I think. It's okay, buddy. Janine says a green instead of black or dark brown. Yay! I'm watching you at Becca says she's watching me at work. And Janine says still working on Dragon Pile. I'm stitching a freebie I picked up on DMC website. Nice. Hello, Kelly. I'm just popping in quickly before hubby returns. We have dinner. Ooh, what are we having tonight for dinner, Kelly? Melissa says I haven't feeling so well, so I've been a little stitchy lazy. Oh, I hope you feel better soon. Clara says yes, I'm stitching cat and fishbowl charted by Greco Rouge. Janine says sounds like a small dog. He is a small dog. He weighs I think about 8 pounds. He is a Multi-poo. So he's half Maltese, half poodle. His name is Mr. Sparkles. He has lots of names, actually. Can I just say that? So his real name is Mr. Sparkles. My daughter calls him Pooh Bear. We also call him Mr. Pants. He listens very well. He is a mama's dog, so he follows me everywhere I go. Lately, like I'm surprised he's really not barking at me to go sit in my chair. Lately, if I'm in my sewing room and it's like 8 o'clock, he will start barking at me and telling me it's time to go sit down because he needs to sit down with mom. So he gets to sit in my chair with me all day, when I'm home. Um, he gets to, since he's such a small dog, so he gets to sleep in our bed. He has his own blankets. He is the most spoilest dog, like literally. He in this whole house, he probably has about 15 beds. He stopped barking because he went outside with dad. So now he's barking at the neighbors. Kelly says leftover casserole. Yum. And then Janine says, Mr. Sparkles, I think our dog Henry's head weighs 8 pounds. Yeah, he's a little guy. I'm not real big on, well, I don't know. I like the smaller dogs, really. Mr. Sparkles just actually turned 10 at the end of July. Yeah, the end of July. So he's getting up there in his age. Sunshine says, I'm back. The house hippo had to pee and 2 minutes of Zoom laughing out loud. Mine just went outside. And Janine says, my cat is like that. Meows very loud for me to sit in the recliner to stitch so he can sleep at my feet. Yeah, that's my dog. And then he'll sleep for a little bit, and then he'll jump down, and then he'll want you to play with him. And it's like, I just sat down. I wanted to relax. Melissa says, my boys were supposed to be minis, but both of them are 30 pounds even each. Not, oh, I read it. I read it as pounds. I got to mark because I'm going to get confused. Kelly said, daughter bought a vehicle yesterday, and today the dealership detailed it for her. Hubby is taking her to pick it up right now. Awesome. Pets are needy. Ha ha ha. They are needy. Well, Melissa says it's nap time. Then I'm supposed to lay down and be still by my family pillow. They let in a lizard earlier today. Still haven't found it. Ugh. Well, his face is coming along, isn't it? We're getting a little bit of his face. Gonna have to end this thread. Anyone do anything exciting this weekend? I will be in my sewing room finishing up brick cloths and maybe trying to make, if I get them done, I don't know. That might take me all weekend. Maybe try to make some either a project bag or I'm going to make some grind guards maybe. Maybe I'm going to try them. I don't know yet. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to hit my lamp. The detail on the puppy's face is amazing. Yeah, it is. Oh, back to 310. Janine, is are the dragons all black? Why do you have black? Is that the background? I've seen that picture, but I don't. Kelly says, "Okay, bye everyone. Happy stitching. Bye, Kelly. Happy stitching. Thanks for hopping on." I parked these threads, but they're not very long, so I can't. And these are 2 strands, so I have to end it. Melissa says, "You can do it, Janine. You can. You got this." All right. We're gonna do that. Next color is 436. No, the bottom right corner is totally shallow, so a bunch of mostly black in that corner. Oh, okay. Am I the only one that likes 310? I don't want to stitch all 310. I don't know. I don't. It's like white. 310 and white are not my favorite to stitch. Janine says, "I think Alyssa should come to my house and finish the corner for me." Yeah, I think so too. I have that Santa workshop that I do is like that. It's in this corner that I'm in. It's just all black and 934, I think. Yeah. And I get so bored with it. But I have seen it done and it's so pretty, so I just want to keep stitching. I just keep stitching it. Melissa's laughing out loud. "I do that background, you do this rest." So my boyfriend, I'm in this, we have this entryway that we don't really use for our front door. No one really comes over here. And so that's where I have this desk at, and that's where I'm doing my live now because there's no room in my craft room right now. And so my boyfriend brought in a bed for our dog, and now he's sleeping in it. I wish I could just turn the camera around and show you guys, but I can't. Oh, no. Oh, he's getting situated. Janine says, deal. I hate stitching with 310, but I love stitching with white. Oh. I feel like when I stitch with white, that's probably why I don't like stitching with white, because I feel like my stitches don't look very nice when I do white. I feel like Janine isn't doing the background, but I will be doing mine, Alyssa says. And that's all 310. Can you guys hear that? My dog's making snoring noises. Janine says, no, I'm putting a pattern at the back. Should be fun. It's a very of a few colors are dark. Oh, okay. Well, I think that will be cool, Janine. The background is about 3 colors that are all look black. All right, I think I'm going to be ending this thread. It's getting a little too short for my liking. I'm not sure if you would call it a smoky effect. Oh, okay. Is that same one that I want to say her name. I think her name is Sharon with oh, now I forgot her YouTube channel. This is 3064 that I'm doing. I didn't even say that. Janine says, I'm actually going to be extending the background about 5 inches to the left to see more of the mosaic. Or like a marble look. I'm not sure how to describe it. Okay. I feel like the picture looks gray to me, but maybe I didn't look at it close enough. I'll have to take another look at it. This next color is 3776. So I don't usually. Don, how many colors does this one have? That's a good question. I don't know. I think Saga tells me. 88. This isn't a max. It's just quick stitch. It's just, yeah. I didn't do any max color on this. This is an older, and one of my older whips. I want to say I started this in, let me see if my thing will show me. I don't know if I put it in here. Oh, it says, oh, I started in 2024. Not very far. Almost 2 years and I don't even have the dog's face done. Oh. But I don't stitch on these every day, so I guess it's okay. Sunshine says, working on my artsy chart, and I'm pretty sure they put every shade of brown known of by DMC in this little area. Is Santa Workshop by Ciro Marchetti? No, it's actually the Thomas Kincaid one. So one time, it was last year, I think it was. Heaven and Earth put Thomas Kincaid charts on sale. And so there's a lot of them that I like, but I'm a little cheap. And I don't usually buy charts unless they go on sale. I mean, I'll buy them if I want them, but so that time, they had Thomas K chart, so I picked that one up because I really love it. I love it, but it is a lot of dark colors right now. Next number is 383. Clara asked if I make a scroll frame grime. No. I was gonna try to make some grime guards that are. Forgot who asked me if I would make them. It's a subscriber, I know that. She asked if I made grime guards that are not that have nothing on them, so like more solid colors. So I was gonna try to make some, but I was just gonna do the Q snaps or your hoop. I don't have a. I don't have stroll frames. These browns are all looking the same color. Janine says, I just got Ocean Panorama, which I think you have. I'll be starting that soon too. Yes, I do have that one, and I'm not very far on it. It's a lot of there's a lot of nothing right now that I'm in. But I do have that one. I do like that one. You should get Animal Panorama too, Janine. You have that one? That's another one of my favorites. I think I like Animal Panorama over the ocean one. But I'm still stitching the ocean one. Alyssa says, and label alert laughing out loud. Yep. I'm really trying my hardest not to buy any more charts. I have so many charts that I could start that I should start. But you know that one time someone posts something, I'm probably gonna have to go get a new chart, but all right, this next one is 300. No, that's not. What the world? Okay, we gotta undo for a minute. I think I'm messing up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I did mess up. Shoot. Oh, I messed up. Hello, James. How are you tonight? He's from the Philippines. And Janine said, I have over 100 charts not started. Me too, Janine. And Alyssa says, I have to finish knitting and start in the 5 new starts enable comments I've made before I can agree to any more. Dragon pile, Alyssa. Yep, dragon pile. Okay, hold on. I gotta figure out what I just did because this is what I parked, but I don't think that's. This isn't 383. This is not 383. What was this? And now all balonies have just started. This is all wrong. Wasn't paying attention to the color. A little frog in here at the moment. I will be right there with another stitch here after I do this. Thank God there wasn't the whole thing. Oh, no. Can't mess up on his face. Janine says, you can say, where am I? Laughing out loud. Janine, you're on a roll today. Alyssa, you're supposed to start all the things. Sunshine says, Alyssa, you should start all the things. I can't help myself. This is why I usually do block by block, because I don't forget where I'm going. We're gonna see where this ends at. I think I think I know which one this should be. And then I think it's this one up here. I think this is where it messed me up, right here. Yep. Okay, so this is not that. This is not that. I think it's 435. Let me get my 435 out to see. I just jumped ahead too fast. Sunshine has been very helpful in enabling me to buy all the things to start. Get you a giant laundry basket and Ziploc bags and start all the starts. Easy peasy. Or you can just get a master set like I have, and you can start all the things, and all you have to buy is fabric and the chart. Okay, we're going to try this again. And if his face looks his nose mixed up, then we'll know, because I probably did something else wrong. Hmm. See, like right here is what? What? I didn't mark that either. This goes here. This is, girl, I need a bigger laundry basket. Mine's full. Sunshine said, I use the Ziploc bags for project bags because I'm cheap like that. Well, Walmart is online and I can have one delivered to you. Probably solved. Problem solved. Okay, we're gonna park that little guy. Hi, Grace. All right, now we're on 383. And yes, we are on 383. I'm gonna check my colors now. Did you know you can get 2-gallon Ziploc bags from Walmart? I wonder how much Walmart. I wonder how much DMC is at Walmart. Our Walmart does not have any well, they do, but not very many. Not all the colors, that's for sure. Do you think I can get these 2 stitches here? I know. Darn it. We're gonna try. It's gonna be a die one. Sometimes that just add to cart. Our Walmart only has about 20 colors, not enough to even look at. Yeah, I think ours is that way too, Ginny. Yep. I'm just gonna cut that off. Okay. Next color. 300. Alyssa says, see, sunshine is helping me again. Just add to cart. You can only get a collector box worth a try on the DMC. She says, I think I'm going to have to stick to fairy floss. This next one is 934. It's a green color. Only in this little spot. Why do we have to put a green right here? It's part of his eye, I think. $9.02. Sunshine says, add to cart the whole set, all the fabrics, and while you're at it, get some new scissors. Oh, I miss Crafty Tab. Hello, Crafty Tabby. Janine also said, I like fairy floss. How are you tonight, Crafty Tabby? Are you stitching? If so, what are you stitching? Suki says, I like fairy floss too, and I tend to be snobby when it comes to thread. This is me too, Suki. I was DMC only until I bought a painted fairy kit and tried the fairy floss. I have a hard time. I've never bought a kit. All of my charts are either digital, they're all like PDFs. Because I have a hard time. Oh, I went down. Now what am I doing? I went too many. I have a hard time looking at that price and being like, well, I already have all that thread. Why do I need to buy a chart and thread and fabric? So I just lost my thread. Hi, Chantel. How are you tonight? This is probably why it takes me to even just do 300 almost all day. Because I keep messing up. I need that color still. Coffee Tabby says, I'm stitching a bouquet of in a vase pattern off of Etsy. Melissa says, I think I might like fairy floss better. Oh. Okay. Is it thicker? Well, I'm sure it's thicker than DMC. Okay, we only have one more thread that's part. And then we're going to get into this next number is 3371. I think we're going to finish up his little eye or whatever this is. His little eye. Chantel says, "Oh, good. Trying to get myself and 2 kids ready for camping this weekend. Ha ha ha." It's a tighter weave or twist. Don't have as many issues with splitting or shredding. Oh, okay. I bought floss from Temu before, but the colors are slightly off from DMC. Claire says no, not thicker than DMC. Okay. Fairy Floss is spot on color-wise to DMC and has more of a sheen to it. It also does not knot as much as DMC. So I feel like when my stuff knots is when I do 2 threads. When I don't have as many knots when I do 1 strand on DMC. I'm actually surprised. I shouldn't jinx myself, but I'm surprised I haven't got a knot since I started this one. Okay, something's happening with my iPad. Not a good sign. Suki says, I agree. I store my fairy floss with my DMC too. Oh, because I have the eraser on. Look at the eyes coming out more. Chantel says, I find my knots more when I do longer lengths. Yeah. Hi, Linda. I agree, Chantel. I have cut my threads in half what I used to, and now it hardly ever knots. Grace, John, how do you start and end your threads? I'm trying to find a better way of doing it. So I do a pin stitch. Well, usually on my 14 counts, I usually flip it over, and that's how I end my thread on. But this one, since I'm on live, I'm not doing that. I'm just pin stitching it tonight. But most of the time on my 1 strands, I pin stitch to finish it. To start it, I do a loop start. And I'm going to actually be starting one here in a minute. I'm almost done with this. I need more of this thread color, so I can show you how I start it. And actually, I'm going to end this thread here too. So if I was sitting in my chair, I would flip this one over just because I feel like since the holes are a little bit bigger, that sometimes my pin stitch doesn't look right, but I don't really want to move my stand on live. So all they do is they go in the left hand or the right hand corner, and I go in the middle of this cross that I just finished. I just poke my needle in the fabric, and then I kind of just come around somewhere where there's not a lot of thread and just pull it through and then cut. I don't follow rules. I don't really follow rules, cross stitch rules. I kind of do whatever's easy for me. So I don't know if that's the right way to do stuff, but that's the way I do it. Okay, so I need 3371. And so tonight, this piece that I'm working on, since the ones that are just hopping on, this is actually a 14 count. and it's 2 strands. So it don't take me too long to get thread because it's all ready for me if it's already cut. Just gotta get it. So I just, to do my 2 strands, this is my 2 strands. I put the ends together and it makes a loop on my 2 strands. Did something happen to the camera? Yes, it did. Oh, thanks, Alyssa. Oh, yeah, my phone, I think, just died. Hold, please. Oh, Lord, I didn't even think about plugging that in. Give me 1 second. Oh. Janine has spooky bingo. Yay! Can you guys still hear me, though? Come on, phone. I was doing so good, too. Okay, I'm glad you can hear me still. I'm getting there. Sorry. Now why are we backwards? Okay, a little shake right now. And a little bit of seeing different things for a minute. Because now I don't understand. Are we rolling now? Now we're a little too small. Hold on. Okay. Now I gotta move the camera again. So sorry, guys. How's that? There's a string. There is a string. Okay. I think I may be better. I am so sorry. I forgot to press that in. I forgot to plug the phone in while I was doing this. Usually I do. I feel like it's still crooked though. Okay, it's almost there. I know there's a delay. Okay. Okay, so here is my thread. I do 2 strands, or 1 strand, and I put the ends together, and then it makes a loop right here. See the loop? This is the end of these are the 2 ends of 1 strand. So to start a new thread, I just go in the top right corner, right here, and then I go into the bottom left corner. I pull that through, making sure my tail doesn't go go too fast out, and then I put my needle in that loop, and then I pull it, and I go back in to the right hand corner, and then I just start stitching. Are we good now? I think so, right? So sorry, guys. Oh, yep. Okay, thank you. Do you think I can get all this done by 9 o'clock? No, I'm not gonna be able to. This is looking a little darkish. Oh, I guess it looks good on the camera. When you're up close, it doesn't look very good. Okay, we're done with that one. All right, next color is going to be 3372. And now I have to start getting my thread out because these are 2 strands, so I don't have a needle board for my 2 strands. Just one needle board for my 1 strand. All right, I think we're going over on this corner over here. Let's see. Yep. I want to go right here. Hi, Luna. How are you? Whoops. Okay, so again, I think it was Grace that was asking. I put my thread in, when I have 2 strands, I put my thread in the right hand corner, put it in the left hand corner, pull it through a little bit, and then go through the hoop, and then pull it, and then I go back down the right corner when I start them. When I do 1 strand, I start in the left hand corner and I hold the tail, and then yeah, that one's a little bit different than 2 strands. It's kind of the same concept, but you're making the loop on a 1 strand. And I've tried to do a loop end instead of, but I always forget to do it. So then, so that's why I do a pin stitch. Just woke up. Sorry I'm late. I'm still fighting a headache. Oh, sorry, Lana. It's okay. Where am I? I have no clue. I think I messed up again. Okay. No, I think I forgot to mark some stitches. Yeah, that goes there. Hold on a minute. I'm going to this right here. Oops. And this one and this one are all done. Okay. Then we're gonna go back, and I think I was on this. Here. My buttons are fine. My iPad's being funny tonight. Okay, I think I'm better now. Be right back. Checking on Mom. Okay. Oh no, Lona. I hope you feel better. She's back. Alyssa, I'm trying. It's not a migraine like yesterday, but it just won't go away. Oh. Grace says, I've been doing an away thread and it looks so messy with all the little threads sticking up everywhere. Alyssa says, do you think it's allergies or stress, Lona? Okay, guys, I'm gonna have a bite of my Oreo. There are sugar-free Oreos. I don't know if anyone knows that, but they have a different taste, but they're not too bad actually. I need a little bite of something. Janine, are you having some issues with your thread? Lona says both. I'm so sorry, Lona. Okay, we are gonna park that. That one is complete. Dude, my thing keeps flipping the wrong way. There we go. This next color is 3827. Sometimes not someone. Oh. Libby says, so cute, beautiful art of colors, junk journal items. Melissa says, what? Yeah, it's probably a robot. So 3827. My issue was I was 2 stitch short. Oh. Don't you hate that? And then you have to get a new thread for just 2 stitches. I just had that on one of mine. I think I had a 1 stitch, but okay, I think we're gonna go for a little bit more. I'm gonna see if I can get maybe a little bit more of this done. I have to get back up at 5 though in the morning. Threading my thread. We'll do just a couple more. Let's see how far we get. I was hoping we can get the rest of this little squares done. I think we're going. I think I'm going to try because I think I want this done. So I want to see his little nose. If I don't mess up anymore, we can get it. It's Friday tomorrow, right? I can take a power nap at work, right? I hate when that happens, Janine. What's this says? All right, on to the next color. This is 3830. It does take me a little bit to get my thread on the needle. He's looking good. Get more of his nose in here. Don't put that. Doesn't go there. Does it? It just went there. No. Hello, Laura. I was lurking and fell asleep. You got a lot done in 2 hours done. I did, didn't I? I'm working on a rug and traveling library. The confetti is crazy. I can't figure out where I'm at. Oh, I think I already did this stitch. I did. If I didn't, it's a different color. So I did this one and this one. Then I have 2 more over here, I think, that I didn't get. Yep. Grace, are you doing the supersize Mac color version? Grace says, "Oh, Alyssa, oh no, it's regular for me." Oh, I'm doing Max color. I haven't had that one hasn't come out of my spin lately. Next color, 3858. Janine says, I got 356 done tonight. Not bad. Yay, Janine. I did, yeah, I got 200. No. No, I did 300 earlier. Mm-hmm. Because that was block stitching. So, if it's block stitching, I can go pretty fast. This, like changing my thread, it takes me all the time. Longer, I feel like. Laura says, I really need to get back to traveling library. I heard Kamari got pretty far so far. The other day she was on and I turned it on and she was doing I don't know if it was supersize, but it was the mushroom one. I have that one. It's the mushroom picnic, I think it is. I don't know, but the mushroom was gorgeous. Like, and I can't believe how fast she gets to it. Gets to the stuff. Yeah. Does she only stitch online or does she stitch after like she gets off, I wonder? Janine says, thanks, Grace. It was all black, boring, but fast. I have the regular, but I think about getting the supersize max color version for traveling library. All my patterns are regular except for one mini. Alyssa, I have a few supersize max and a few regulars, no minis, but I have been watching Kamari stitch her supersize max colors and it's so pretty. Oh yes, her Mary Mushroom is supersize max color. Yeah, it's pretty. I was like, oh, that's gorgeous. I just wish I could hear what they're saying, understand what they're saying. I'm working on the braid rug on this Amy Stewart. That's insane. Is that confetti heavy too? Look, I stitched something the wrong spot, so this is what I'm gonna take this place of this color. So hopefully it doesn't matter because I'm not changing it. So yeah, that's just gonna go there. Or a little one off of each other. One's lighter, one's darker, but it's okay. Hopefully it won't matter too much. Next color is just a 1. It's 301. Alyssa says, I think Kamari stitches in her sleep. Suki says, love traveling library. Luna, the rug next to the bed? Yes. Hi, Roju. I had the supersized max colors for both Merry Mushroom Cottage and Merry Mushroom Village. I actually am doing Merry Mushroom Cottage and Merry Mushroom Village, but they're not supersized. They are regular. I think they might be both max colors. Alyssa says, I use Google Translate for Kamari. Can't say always right. Pretty sure she isn't saying saving shaving her beard, but that's one of the weird things it says. Oh, I don't know. I'm always on my iPad. Does that work on an iPad like that when you do that? Everything should have captions. When you're live, they should be able to put captions on our lives. YouTube needs to do that. Oh, she meant Village Picnic. Yeah, I have that one too. I actually have the super size of the Village Picnic, but I'm not doing it. I'm just doing the max colors. That's too big for me. That's probably why I didn't start the super size max color library of dogs. I'm just going to keep what I have, the regular. I wonder if my daughter made it to St. Louis. My daughter went out of town with her dad, and I think she's supposed to text me. Maybe she hasn't. I just haven't seen it on my phone. All right, my next color, 436. Oh, Suki would like to know, I would like to know, how do you set it up, Alyssa? So the live is playing on my computer while my cell phone listens for the Google. Oh, okay. You have to tell Google what language to translate correct. Now this thread has already been cut. So I just put a knot, and it's a little bit smaller. So I'm just going to put a knot at the bottom. And then I'm going to use the thread. Is there 8? There's only 8 stitches on this one. I don't. Before I learned the loop start, I used to knot my thread all the time. That's how I would do my threads. I think his nose is going to be a little messed up because I have some stitches that aren't correct. Oh, what a bummer. Like there's a stitch missing here, I think. I'm just going to fill it in. I don't know what I did. He's just gonna have a weird nose looking. Like this. Like 1, 2. Melissa says, yes, you have to tell it to translate Japanese to English. I will say sometimes Kamari talks too fast for the translate. Alyssa says, I put my Google Translate to live, but you can also have it play through headphones. Hi, Amanda. That's how Amanda says that's how she translates too. Oh. I've been wondering why knotting threads are not used in full coverage. Maybe the knot might come undone. Or it could be just because it could be bulky. I'm thinking maybe more bulky reasons. Because when you have confetti ones, you do have a little bit more thread maybe. I don't knot on my non-full coverage anymore either. I used to do that, and now I just do a loop start on them too. All right, my next number is 498. Alyssa says knots keep your canvas from laying flat. Oh, okay. I can see that. Yeah, that sounds right. Amanda says knots can show up in a cross stitch when finished because they tend to make the front lumpy. Next color, 722. We're just doing these one little strands. So I'm having to get a whole new strand out. Okay, guys, we're probably not going to get this little part done. I was hoping, but 5 o'clock comes around really early. And like this morning, I actually have been up since 4. So I think I'm going to do a couple more. We'll probably go until 9:30. Not really sure why we needed to just put this little orange right there. How does he look? He looking all right? Okay, now, if my, I hope that doesn't interrupt anything. My daughter was just calling me. I set up on her. 801. Grace says, my back is lumpy as it is. Plus, I don't see my finish all these whips anyways. Laughing out loud. Grace, I would say you have to do what you are comfortable with. Yeah, I would too. I have had to use a knot a time or two, but I try to stay away from them. Yeah, I used to use knots all the time, and I use them still too, but not as much. When I have issues, it's only when I'm back stitching. I don't have too many cross stitch that have back stitching. Probably just gonna have to finish this tomorrow. Next color, 815. Alyssa says, so close, Dawn. I know. I know. If it didn't take me forever just to thread stuff. I've watched Kamari a couple times, and I'm like, how does she thread so fast? I struggle, I think. Oh, my daughter's calling again. I might have to get off, guys, soon. Okay, let me park this one. Well, he does look a little bit better, doesn't he? Alyssa says, I want to know how she keeps her stitching tight when she doesn't anchor her starts or end. Oh, she doesn't? Oh, that would be that. Yeah, I guess I never noticed that either. Okay, guys, I think I am going to stop there. Because my daughter keeps calling me and I'm wondering if she needs me. We're starting to see his nose. I know. His nose. This will be finished. You'll be able to see the update on Sunday. I'll show you guys the update. But yeah, his nose is looking good. So let's see how many that stitches I did tonight. Well, you know, I'm close to 300. So, yeah. He does look good. So I got in 254 stitches. I'm so close to 300. I'll probably finish it up tomorrow because I like to get my 300 in, and I like to have an even number when I do my counts. Nope, she does waist. Nope, she does the waist or way thread, but no anchoring. Huh. You can do it. Who needs sleep? I know I don't really need sleep, Janine, but my daughter keeps calling me, and she's not in town per se. So I need to go check and see if she's doing okay. So I'm gonna have to get off. Okay, so again, I got 254 stitches. And here where he looks like. He's looking good. One day I'll be at the other animals. Call your daughter. But my phone, you're on my phone. Hello. Hello now. You're on my phone. I only have one phone. Okay, y'all have a great night. You too, Alyssa. Okay. Thanks I want to thank everyone for hopping on. And the next live will be next Tuesday. So Tuesdays and Thursdays are going to be in my live unless I feel the urge to do one on the weekend. But right now, just Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then look for my update on Sunday. And then in between, I'll be doing shorts videos. So, all right, guys. Thanks for hopping on. And we will see you later. Bye.